Good morning students. I hope you all are keeping fit and healthy at home. Myself Jyoti Nahar from Shiv Jyoti Educational Group, Kota. Today we are going to take class 5 science and the chapter that we are going to take up is chapter number 6 from your book Science Success, and the chapter name is Rocks and Minerals. Now you all know that our earth is made up of different kinds of rocks, means a variety of rocks are present all around us and they all make up the earth's crust, and these rocks are made up of minerals. Now on the basis of their formation, these rocks are divided majorly into three types, that is igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks and metamorphic rocks. Now in this chapter we are going to deal about the formation of these rocks and the examples. Let us take the first one, that is igneous rocks. How are these igneous rocks formed? These igneous rocks are formed by the cooling and hardening of hot molten rocks. Hot molten rocks, when they come out in the form of lava or when they cool down or subside inside the earth crust, they result in the formation of igneous rocks. And the hot molten rocks, when it is present inside the earth, it is called magma, and when it comes out on the earth's surface, it is called lava. So 95% of our earth crust is made up of these igneous rocks only. Now we are going to take up the examples of these igneous rocks. The first one is granite. It is a very hard rock and it is formed by the slow cooling of magma below the earth's surface. It comes in many colors like pink, green, grey, and it is used for kitchen counters or flooring. And this granite, it is rich in minerals like quartz, feldspar and mica. The next one, pumice. You must have seen pumice rock. This is used, it is very lightweight and it floats on water. Why does it float on water? Because it has air spaces in between which are formed during the formation. When the gases, they get trapped during the formation of this rock, the air spaces remain. Here you can see in the picture here, it has air spaces in between. These air spaces are formed when the gases, they get trapped inside during the formation of this rock. When the lava cools and the gases are trapped there, before hardening the gases are trapped there and the holes remain there. The next two examples are obsidian and basalt. Obsidian, it is a very shiny and smooth igneous rock which is formed by the quick cooling of lava. When the lava cools down very quickly, this rock is formed and it is used for making jewelry. Basalt, it is formed by the cooling of lava on the earth's surface. When the lava comes out on the earth's surface and when it cools down, this rock is formed. It is a very hard rock and it is dark in color and is usually used for construction of roads. Now the next rock that we are going to deal with is sedimentary rocks. Now how these sedimentary rocks are formed? Let us understand. The rock formed by breaking of big rocks are carried away by wind and flowing water, means the rocks which are formed as a result of weathering. These rocks, they are carried away by wind or water. You can see in the picture here, these rocks, these rock materials, they are washed away, and when they blow into the sea, the layers, they sediment down, means sediments are formed and the layers form down. These layers, when they settle down at the bottom, these layers are repeatedly forming layers after the others. Then the pressure by which the upper layers press down the lower layers, these layers turn these rock materials into sedimentary rocks, means when they settle at the bottom of the water bodies, these layers get cemented together by minerals. Minerals are added into it and these repeated deposition, they turn these layers of rocks into sedimentary rocks. These sedimentary rocks are also formed from the shells of sea creatures. And 75% of the rocks which are on the earth are formed due to sediment, are called sedimentary rocks, or formed by this process. Now we are going to take up the examples of sedimentary rocks. The first one is sandstone. This stone is a soft stone and it is formed from sand particles. The mineral which is rich in this rock is quartz, and this rock is used in construction like the Red Fort in Delhi and Agra Fort in Agra. They are made up of this rock, sandstone. Next one is conglomerate. Conglomerate is made from pebbles, gravel and boulders, and this rock is also used in the construction work. The next two that we are going to take up is shale. This shale is made up from clay particles and this is used to make tiles and bricks. The next one, limestone. Limestone contains calcium and the shells of sea creatures. It is used to make cement, lime and bricks, and the chalk that we use on our blackboards, it is also a form of limestone only. The next rock that we are going to deal with is metamorphic rocks. Now these metamorphic rocks are formed from igneous and sedimentary rocks only when they undergo pressure and temperature. High pressure and temperature convert sedimentary and igneous rocks into metamorphic rocks over a longer period of time. So these metamorphic rocks are formed due to change in the existing rocks. Existing rocks may be igneous or sedimentary. They can be formed from sedimentary or igneous rocks due to high temperature and pressure. They convert into metamorphic rocks. Now what are the examples of metamorphic rocks? Metamorphic rocks, the most common example is marble. It is formed from limestone, and again limestone is a sedimentary rock. So it is used for making statues, floors and slabs. This is the hard rock and it is used for flooring. You can find marble in shades also. Next one is slate. As you can see, it is dark in color and it is formed from shale. Again, shale is a sedimentary rock. It is used for making blackboards that you can see in your classrooms, and slates, that is your handheld writing boards that children use for writing. These are found in thin layers. This rock is found in thin layers. You can see in the blackboards you have thin layers. So it is formed from slate rock. Now the next one is gneiss. It is formed from granite, and granite is an igneous rocks. So you can see that these metamorphic rocks are basically formed from igneous or sedimentary rocks. Like this gneiss is made from granite, and granite is an igneous rock. It is used in construction work. Now quartzite. Quartzite is formed from sandstone. Again, you know that you have studied earlier that sandstone is a sedimentary rock and it is used for making glass and jewelry. So coming up to our bookwork. The first exercise that we have in between our chapter is fill in the blanks with the correct words. Rocks are made of minerals. What are rocks made up of? Rocks, they are all made up of minerals. Second one, when hot molten rock flows out to the earth's surface, it is called lava, because when it is inside the earth we call it magma, and when it flows out on the earth's surface it is called lava. The third one, about 95% of the earth's crust is made of igneous rocks. As I told you when I explained you the igneous rocks, 95% of the rocks that are found on the earth crust, they are of igneous type. The fourth one, shale and sandstone. As we have discussed on the board, shale and sandstone, they are both examples of sedimentary rocks. Next one, marble is formed from limestone. Marble is formed from limestone, and limestone is a sedimentary rock. Marble is metamorphic rocks. So this was the exercise which is on page number 52 of your book. Coming to the back exercise, tick the correct option. This is the first question in the last of your chapter. First one, which of the following is an igneous rock? Among these four, the igneous rock is pumice. The four most common mineral found in sandstone is, the most common mineral which is found in sandstone is quartz. Now the third one, chalk is a form of limestone. As I told you when I explained you limestone, that it is a sedimentary rock, and limestone, it contains mostly calcium mineral in it. So chalk, it is also a form of limestone. Coal is a kind of sedimentary rock. The last one is gneiss is formed from granite, and granite is again an igneous rock. Gneiss is a metamorphic rock which is formed from granite. Next exercise, write T for true and F for false statements. You need to write T and F for the correct and incorrect statements here. The first one, rocks are made up of minerals. As we have said in the starting that all the rocks present on the earth, they are made up of minerals. So this statement is true. Granite is used in polishing the floors. No, this is a false statement because granite is not used in polishing the floors. Pumice is used in polishing the floors. The third one, the Agra fort in Agra is made of red sandstone. This statement is true. Slate is formed from shale and igneous rock. Now this statement is false because shale, it is not an igneous rock, it is a sedimentary rock. It is an example of sedimentary rock. So you need to write F over here. Last one, rocks give us fuels like coal, petroleum and uranium. This is a use of rocks and this statement is true. Next exercise is name the following. The first one, we have to give two examples in each of the following. Two examples of igneous rocks are granite and pumice. Two examples of sedimentary rocks are shale and limestone. The metamorphic rocks, two examples are marble and slate. Two fuels that you get from rocks, coal and petroleum are the two fuels which we get from rocks. So you need to write coal and petroleum against it. The rock which is used for making blackboards, as I told you when we discussed slate, that slate, it is used to make blackboards and handheld writing boards, that we call slate. Fourth one, three examples of metallic minerals. Metallic minerals, the examples of metallic minerals are gold, silver, iron. The rock which can float on water. Pumice is the example of a rock which floats on water due to the air spaces in between them. So you need to write pumice over here. Thank you, students.